Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. After months of heated tension on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 14, Dorit Kemsley and PK Kemsley are finally coming face to face. However, the estranged couple still don't see eye to eye on a number of issues. One point of contention: PK's email to Dorit regarding the status of their marriage, finances, and custody. In the above preview for The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 14, Episode 15, Dorit notes that something shifted in her estranged husband, and PK gets right to the point about the first time things started to go wrong. According to him, Dorit's handling of their living arrangements particularly struck a nerve. "One of the significant issues in our marriage were your control issues," PK tells Dorit. "And less than a few weeks in, you're dictating where I'm gonna live. And that's in the backdrop of me knowing that you're in our house. I'm taking this really small apartment, which was, in my life, as humble as it's ever been. And it felt like an approval process that I didn't want to go through." After Dorit contends that they never actually had the conversation about the apartment, PK replies that he didn't want to have the conversation, landing them at a stalemate over who was making the right point. "We clearly have different views, but what I would like to know is what prompted that long email that knocked me off my feet," Dorit says. Asking if she really wants to start discussing only part of that email, PK adds, "It was a summary of how you made me feel and what life will potentially look like if we don't resolve this." Earlier in the season, Dorit had referred to PK's email as everything from an angry, horrible note to a 9-page barrage. Though she didn't go into detail about her estranged husband's feelings, the RHOBH cast member primarily detailed threats about money and how she would be the one liable to pay for certain things. "It was predominantly financials," she said in an episode 10 confessional. "His expectations were within a month or two that I will be responsible for the mortgage and all the bills associated with the house. There was also discussion of custody, lawyers, and threats of, if this doesn't happen, I will be proceeding with divorce." During The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills after show, Dorit claimed she had never received a threatening email like that, ever, from PK. "I have received bitter, threatening, in the heat of the moment texts and emails when we fought, but never like this," she explained. "Finances, we've had conversations about it. Custody, no, never these kinds of threats. PK and I are navigating this. It's like our marriage, up and down. I'd like to see things a little bit more status quo, stable, calm, consistent," Dorit shared during a January appearance on the Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen after show. "And I think that then we could at least start to heal or make decisions or whatever it is. But calm heads prevail, so we'll see. We're getting there." In the latest episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, viewers witnessed a tense confrontation between Dorit Kemsley and her estranged husband, PK Kemsley. This marked their first face-to-face meeting in months, following a period of escalating tensions and emotional turmoil. Central to their discussion was a contentious email PK had sent, which Dorit described as angry and horrible. The email in question was a lengthy, multi-page message addressing various aspects of their separation, including financial responsibilities and custody arrangements. Dorit revealed that PK had threatened to cut off financial support, stating that she would be responsible for the mortgage and all associated bills within a short time frame. Additionally, the email touched upon potential custody battles and the involvement of lawyers, with PK indicating that he would proceed with divorce if his terms weren't met. During their meeting, PK defended his actions, explaining that the email was a reflection of his feelings and an attempt to outline potential future scenarios if their issues remained unresolved. He expressed frustration over feeling controlled by Dorit, particularly regarding their living arrangements during the separation. PK recounted how he had moved into a modest apartment, which he described as really small, while Dorit remained in their family home. He felt this arrangement was dictated by Dorit and symbolized deeper control issues within their marriage. Dorit, on the other hand, was taken aback by the tone and content of the email. She admitted to feeling blindsided and questioned PK's intentions, expressing fear and uncertainty about his next moves. The email's aggressive nature led her to reassess their communication strategy, especially concerning their children. Dorit's friends, including Bozama, Boz, St. John, and Erica Jane, cautioned her to remain vigilant, suggesting that PK might be using manipulative tactics to gain the upper hand in their divorce proceedings. The confrontation highlighted the complexities of their relationship and the challenges they face in navigating their separation. Both Dorit and PK acknowledged the need to work on themselves, but the path to reconciliation remains uncertain. As they continue to co-parent their children, the dynamics of their interactions will undoubtedly be a focal point in upcoming episodes. PK Kemsley, the outspoken and often controversial husband of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Dorit Kemsley, has never been one to mince words. But his latest comments, doubling down on his use of the word horrible, sent shockwaves through the Bravo fandom, igniting social media debates and tabloid headlines alike. It all started during a heated exchange on a recent episode of RHOBH, when PK described an undisclosed situation as horrible. Whether it was aimed at a business deal gone wrong, a personal betrayal, or simply a disastrous dinner party, the backlash was immediate. Fans dissected every syllable, while cast members took sides in what quickly became a Housewives' war of words. But rather than walk back his statement, PK Kemsley did what PK Kemsley does best. He leaned in hard. "Listen, I said what I said," he declared in a fiery Instagram live, sipping on what appeared to be a very expensive glass of whiskey. "And I'm not taking it back. If anything, I'll say it again. It was horrible. Absolutely horrible. In fact, it might have been the most horrible thing I've ever seen." The moment sent Bravo watchers into a frenzy. Comments flooded in from fans demanding to know what, exactly, was so horrible. Was he talking about a secret falling out with longtime friend Boy George? Was it a day at another housewife? A scandal brewing behind closed doors? The mystery only deepened as PK refused to elaborate. Dorit, ever the poised and glamorous housewife, attempted to do damage control. "PK is very passionate," she told Entertainment Tonight with a nervous laugh. "He has strong opinions, and he's not afraid to express them. But I think people may be making more of this than necessary." Unfortunately, her attempt to smooth things over did little to quell the firestorm. Instead, PK's steadfast refusal to clarify his remarks made the controversy even bigger. Was this just another headline-grabbing move from the man who once called Erika Jayne's legal woes not that deep and famously feuded with Mauricio Umansky over real estate drama? Or was there something more to it? Fellow housewife Kyle Richards couldn't help but weigh in. "PK loves a moment," she said with an exaggerated eye roll in a confessional. "If he didn't have one, he'd create one." Meanwhile, social media was ablaze with theories. Some fans speculated PK was talking about a falling out between him and Mauricio, who have had a rocky friendship ever since the tension between Dorit and Kyle began to escalate. Others believed it could be about the never-ending rumors surrounding Dorit and that lingering gossip about her alleged closeness with Mauricio. Some even went full conspiracy mode, wondering if PK was hinting at a major behind-the-scenes scandal yet to be revealed. Bravo execs, sensing gold, reportedly urged Dorit and PK to address the controversy on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen. When the moment finally arrived, Andy wasted no time asking the million-dollar question. "So, PK," Andy said with a smirk, "let's talk about horrible." PK leaned back in his chair, grinning like a man who knew exactly what he was doing. "Oh, Andy," he said, shaking his head, "some things in life are just that horrible."